everybody, it's Panzer Warfare, and I have a new idea for a video. This type of video will be called Tank Talks, and basically we'll be talking about anything tank related. And for this episode, I will be talking about the P.1000 tank and compare them to other big tanks that you might already know, and the Fury movie, which I am pissed about, as many of you probably are too. This gigantic tank, or maybe you guys don't think it's that gigantic because it's in model size, but this gigantic tank is the P.1000, 1,000 tons and like a 40-man crew or some shit like that. Battleship freaking taught, it's like insane, okay? It was never made, it was only a paper Panzer, and they canceled it, Outboard Speed canceled it, but anyways, the tank is just so freaking massive. And I got a model of one, I think it's 135, or I might be totally wrong about that, but it's pretty big as you can see right now. And this is a pretty small scale model. And I have some other tanks, like the mouse tank, that we can compare the size to between these two tanks. Both the same scale, so how big they would actually be if they were next to each other and if this thing was actually made. And so let's start this out. First off, let me know, these things aren't glued in. This is a new model, so if they fall off in the middle of the video, it's not because it's cheaply made, it's just because I'm lazy. What the fuck? Okay, and I tried, I used the wrong glue though, so they don't stick. Anyways, and it's not done, it's not painted and shit, but fuck it. So yeah, first tank we'll take out here, let's start with the smallest. Okay, so I got a Tiger 1 here, same scale model, because this one he has the gun sticking on, but I don't know how long it's gonna stick to. And as you can see, pretty freaking teeny next to it, just to show how big the tank is. And if you don't know how big a Tiger 1 is, here is a same scale figure of a infantry soldier. So yeah, that's a pretty massive tank, very massive. I mean, the turrets in the back are bigger than the Tiger 1 turret. And these don't have the gun barrels glued on yet, which would make it even longer. These are flak turrets, by the way, too. So yeah, it's massive. Okay, so we got the Tiger 1 out, infantry out. Next tank is the Tiger 2 with the push turret on. As you can see, a little bit bigger, but still nothing to compare to the P.1000. Yeah, so now let's check out the mouse tank, which is the biggest one I'm going to show next to it. Yeah, it's that big.
You're a cute one.
This tank is huge. And now you might know why they canceled it before they ever made it, because I don't think they would be able to make it. It would be too many materials, and what engine are you going to put inside it? Or my bad, what engines are you going to put inside it? And plus, you know, this thing would probably sink. You know, it's supposed to be a land boat, but this thing weighs so much it would sink. No bridges would be able to hold its weight, though I don't think we need bridges.
What's your name, fat body?
Go back. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, bridges, yes. It wouldn't have to go through on a bridge, because this thing could drive through a river pretty easily. Like, what's gonna stop it? Pretty sure it's gonna be taller than most rivers. You know, I mean, it's called a land boat, so I guess it could kind of work as a normal boat because of its huge size. Yeah. So I would love to see this thing have been made just because it's so big and it's cool. I don't give it worked, and yeah, I know it would have sucked in World War II, but I don't give a crap. It's cool. But yeah, the official, this model is a little bit fantasy. Same size and everything as it should have been. Like little turrets like this in the back, they weren't officially confirmed to be on it. They would just have normal little flak turrets. What were they called? They were like, fuck, I don't know. It's the same type of flak turret that you would find on the Volvo van. And they would have a lot of those around here, and they would have some machine guns around here, and they would have a anti-tank cannon on the frontal armor plate up here, 12.8. And they even said it would have its own cargo bay, which could hold 20 troops and 2 motorcycles. Which is pretty, yeah, this thing is freaking huge. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the little ladle here and stuff. I mean, look at that. The thing is massive. Anyways, that is all for the P.1000. Oh, wait, one more thing. Let's try this. Fuck. Okay, so we got the turret here. And okay, the mouse is a little bit taller than the turret, but say that is just gigantic. Look at the gun next to the Tiger II. Just to show you how long this gun is. Since the huge size of the tank kind of dwarfs the gun, but this tank is gigantic. And that is all for the P.1000. Next, we are going to talk about the Fury and the Germans' terrible accuracy in the movie and how nothing could kill it. Let's talk about the Fury movie. Let's just say nothing can kill the Fury, okay? If they had a mouse tank out there, or like any tank out there, Fury would just kill it in like one shot or something like that. And, you know, I don't care how many tanks the Germans deploy against the Fury, every shot will miss. And if it doesn't miss, it will bounce. Because everybody knows the Sherman has amazing armor. And if it does pin, it's going to do no damage. Because everyone knows when the Sherman gets hit, it never takes any damage. Just fucking with you. That's how fake that movie is. Okay, first of all, the beginning scene. Well, not in the beginning scene, but... Well, yeah, so yeah, in the beginning scene. They're being attacked by artillery. Of course, you know, you can debate that. Yeah, a Sherman could survive through that. But, so, I won't talk much about that. So, the second scene of the movie where Fury goes up against some Germans who are in a forest. And they have a few anti-tank guns. 7.5 centimeter anti-tank guns out there. And, let's see. 90% of the shots missed. I think one hit and bounced off.
Just a ricochet. We're okay. Bullshit.
Yeah, a 7.5 centimeter anti-tank gun bounces off of a Easy 8. But whatever. Anyways, most of them missed anyways. So that was pretty stupid. Then there was another scene where they went up against another German anti-tank gun, still 7.5 centimeters, and it was in a city. And it was ambushed. I mean, the gun ambushed the Fury, missed, I believe, and then the Fury turned to go shoot at it, and the gun takes another shot at the Fury, hits the gun mount, and bounces off. Now, these Germans couldn't hit a broadside of a barn in the other scenes, but apparently the one time they do hit, it's one of the smallest parts of the frontal armor. The fucking gun mount. So that's like, what the hell? You know? Then the next scene, I believe, was the Tiger Tank scene. Yeah, the Tiger Tank scene. I actually really enjoyed this scene in the beginning. It was very cool. I thought they introduced the Tiger Tank perfectly. It was like that badass everyone was expecting. They did a great job with that. But then, okay, first off, German crews and Tigers and Panthers were trained to always shoot the Sherman with the longest gun, because they knew those guns had a chance of penetrating them. They knew the shorter ones didn't have a very good chance at penetrating them, so they would always aim for the one with the longest gun first. However, it was backwards in the movie. They aimed for all the shortest guns first, and then tried to get the Fury, which they missed, and then they hit 2 times, doing almost no damage. I think they hit like the hydraulics, but like it didn't affect the tank at all. So that was kind of bullshit. And then they knocked out the Tiger Tank with 2 shots in the back, which is, it could knock out a Tiger Tank with 2 shots in the back of that type of gun. But still, just that scene was a whole mess. Like, the thing survives 2 88mm tank shells going right through the middle of the tank. The fuck? Anyways, so then later on, it survives a anti-tank mine. Runs over it, knocks off its track, demobilizes it. Okay, yeah, I could see that happening, but still survives a fucking mine. And the last scene, where it goes up against 300 Waffen-SS soldiers armed with Panzer. And they killed majority of them, and the only one who survived in the Fury crew was the young boy. And the tank took, what, like 3 Panzer shots? The thing was still fine. I mean, yeah, eventually they destroyed it, but I mean, you need all that to destroy one Sherman tank? It's just too much Hollywood for me, I'm sorry, but I mean, you have to respect the movie. It was the only movie, to this day, that have an actual Tiger tank in it. The Tiger 131 from Bovington Tank Museum. Which is also, if you want to be like really picky, you could go up and complain about how, oh, that Tiger's the only model Tiger 1 LC. But in 1945, they would have this type of model. Tiger 1 Aus E late version, the new commander hatch and everything like that, the new road wheels and stuff. But still, that movie was a great disappointment. And another thing that, like, I knew it was gonna be a little bit of Hollywood in it too, but I would love to see more tank battles in it. They had more tanks on the scene of that movie that you would never see in the movie. You saw a little glimpse of a Panther tank, which was an actual Panther tank they had at the movie scene, but they didn't use it. And they also had a Hetzer, which was in a deleted scene, but they deleted the scene. So they could have a pretty cool tank battle, but no, they made it mostly against infantry with anti-tank guns and Panzerfaust. And they had one tank battle of 4 Shermans against 1 Tiger, which is pretty badass, but I would like to see more tank battles, you know. I was really hyped up to see, like, very cool tank battles, but no, they kind of disappointed me with that. The only thing that was worth watching that movie was the Tiger tank scene. Tell me your guys' views about the Fury tank in the comments or whatever. I mean, that'd be cool to see. So make sure to do that. And that'll be all for this episode.
We're going on a trip in our favorite